What's up, everybody? This is BakaBites. I'm Frankfurter. That is Magically Average, and today we are going over the spring 2024 anime lineup. That is right. We are on live chart as always. We have our filters on to English titles and shows from last season. So if you want to follow along, by all means, follow us down to the bottom of this list where we are going to begin at the second or third to last row, second to last full row, third to last row.
Yeah.
And we've got a long list, so we're just we always say every season we've got a long list, we've got a lot to get through. Oh, let's go through it, and then we just take our freaking time. So let's not rush through this. We're just gonna take our time, and we're gonna get through this list as we can, as quick as we can, as slow as we can. We're just gonna get through this list, starting with Nichiyon Animation 2. Didn't watch Animation 1. This does look adorable, but
Yeah, it's just chibi idols.
yeah, that's all it is. So I'm gonna pass on this one. I think you're gonna pass on this one. So we're just gonna move over to the first, not necessarily dark horse, but like intriguing one in our opinion, and that is Oi Tonbo.
It is.
I
Does
just assumed it was like it was supposed to have a pronunciation or a God fucking
got a
damn it.
little bit of an English.
Oi,
English.
Oi,
Yeah.
Tonbo. Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to be Australian or English, but
Yeah.
good on you, mate.
The one thing that's what sucks when we originally saw this, we were like, oh, cool, golf anime, is that there's another one coming out. I want to say summer, that is getting more.
Is it not
like,
this season as well?
Is it this season? Is it Serario?
We'll find out.
Oh my god.
We'll find out, but
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was this season or next season.
What a travesty if Oi Tanbo has to battle against the other one that's actually getting publicity. So poor Tanbo, or whatever their name is.
Poor Tonbo. But yeah, Oi Tonbo, this is a golf anime. I think we watched a trailer like weeks ago on this, and it actually looks like decent.
Yeah, I mean it's animated by OLM, so it's gonna look pretty. But who knows?
It's gonna look nice.
Who knows if the story is gonna be good?
Not me, that's for sure. By the way, I did look ahead. It is not summer. I am looking at fall. I have no clue when this other golf anime is going to take place. Maybe it might be this season.
Oh, maybe. That would really suck. I mean, 2 golf anime for me is great because I love golf, but it would. Poor.
Maybe we're just confusing this with green greens.
No. There is an anime. It's called Serario, I think. And like I remember the title. It's got like a little like golf ball doing a loop-de-loop, and I was like, whoa! I hope it's like Mario Golf type shit.
That'd be awesome. Pretty neat. But yeah, Oi Tanbo, this is on our radar. I just hope that it's not like the show this past season. I
the
think
Shogi
like
one.
The Shogi one that just never got picked up. So we'll keep some tabs on this one to see if it actually gets picked up and airs next season.
Hopefully.
But we'll move on to the next show. Shinkaloin, Change the World. Action mecha sci-fi done by Signal MD and Studio Production IG. So it's going to look pretty. No synopsis, but it's a mecha of some sort.
Some big mecha. You can see him in the background.
Yeah, he looks like a Miami Vice train turned into a mecha, kind of, from the angle that we're seeing.
Huh? He does look like very Miami Vice colors. Interesting.
Yeah. But I haven't watched a trailer for it. This might be one that I'll have to watch a trailer for and see, or I'll just go into, if it, is one of the early shows in the season, watch it day one and just see if it's any good. It comes out in 25 days as of the recording, which, looking at the others on the list, it's anywhere from 20 to 28 days. So
yeah,
give or take, we'll see. But no, this one probably not. But if I'm not doing anything and episode 1's out, yeah, we'll give it a watch. You yourself?
Yeah, I don't know. Mecha's not really my thing, so I'll probably sit around and see what others think.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll report back to you if I watch it. Next up, the Idol Master, shiny colors. Oh, so shiny.
Why'd you go Igor?
Igor?
Yeah.
Oh. Yes, master.
Yeah.
The shiny colors, master. I've never watched an Idol Master season. This is going to be no different. So
It looks like I can't tell what they're doing. Like what's happening. It looks
They
like their
all look like
clothes.
they're in white dresses on the beach.
Yeah, but it looks like their clothes are like glitching out of existence. I don't know. I don't know. The Idolmaster was never a thing for me either. That's a no-go.
Yeah. So we'll move on to the next, Oblivion Battery, which is an interesting title for a baseball anime.
It's done by MAPPA.
So it is done by MAPPA, and it's this low on the list.
So okay, so the one thing I do want to point out is that I feel like they do kind of categorize things towards the bottom of like, here's your sports and your idol, and maybe like a mecha or two, and then once you get to the top are all the ones that are getting the most like traction online in terms of like, ooh, look what's coming out next season. Here we go, another big one.
Yeah,
but there's normally like a couple of sneaky ones towards the bottom. I feel like Oblivion Battery could be one just because of it's done by MAPPA, so it's going to look good. But you're maybe running on the train of like the Blue Lock hype, plus the Haikyuu movie just came out in Japan, so a lot of sports push in anime. Get your fill with a baseball one. Baseball season starts in North America actually right around that time. I think opening day is March 29th, I want to say, 28th.
It's in the 20s somewhere, but yeah, so it's the opening series is the Dodgers versus the Padres in Korea, South Korea.
That's pretty cool.
So,
but
it'll be fun.
This seems like it's kind of a perfect storm.
So I'm watching the trailer for this right now, and it's semi giving me ReZero feelings. Basically a very good pitcher, ReZero, or sorry, not ReZero.
I was like ReZero. I was like, how is he going to tie this baseball anime to a isekai? This will be interesting.
What was the really shitty fucking water polo anime?
Oh,
Re-Life? No, not Re-Life. That's a different one. Fuck, I cannot think of it off the top of my head.
Was it actually ReZero?
No, it wasn't ReZero. I don't remember water polo anime. It's Remain. There we go. We got there. Basically, from the teaser that I just watched, it's a very good high school pitcher, middle school pitcher, and a catcher combo. And the catcher's like, I'm going to stick with you forever. And then the catcher catches amnesia and doesn't remember him at all. And they just like fucking...
What is with these athletes?
I don't know.
Catching amnesia.
I don't know.
It's not like the common cold. Like, you don't just catch amnesia.
I don't know. It didn't show a car crash. It didn't show anything. It didn't even say anything. It just showed the kid in the hospital with a pitcher showing up with like a fruit basket or a flower basket. And he's like, who are you? And it's just like, cool. He's got amnesia. He can't remember fucking dick.
God. It's like, I love how these anime make it seem like you pass around like fucking mono. Like, stay away from me. I have amnesia. Who are you? It's like, come on.
Do they have head trauma that much in Japan?
So much head trauma.
Jesus. But yeah, no, I probably won't watch this. I'm getting, you can watch it, you can tell me, but I'm getting Remain vibes from this, and that's not a good thing, because I'm pretty sure Remain was done by another really fucking great big studio.
Well, okay, in fairness, you watched Remain because you played
It was done by MAPPA.
Remain was done by MAPPA too.
Remain was done by MAPPA, and we all know that was not a pretty show. It was not a good show.
So so basically what we're setting the stage for is that if your anime is done by MAPPA, someone's gonna have amnesia.
Or brain issues.
Or like, in a comatose state. Think about it. Attack on Titan, you had Annie locked away at an ice crystal for like a majority of the show.
And the rest of the characters who just have brain damage.
Yeah, brain damaged galore. What is Chainsaw Man Denji. Denji just has brain damage.
Yep. But no, it's another anime, or it's another sports anime done by MAPPA. Their sports anime have not been good. Other than Yuri on Ice, I think, which is technically a sport MAPPA or sport MAPPA show. So
yeah, that's true. I forgot.
I don't know. They're 50-50, so we can take our pick if this is going to be any good.
I wouldn't say 50-50.
50-50 with their sports shows.
Wow.
You can't say that. I mean, I've never seen Yuri on Ice, but like, there's such a rabid fan base for that show.
No.
Something about it's got to be good.
No. I'm not
to the point where MAPPA did a good job.
It's not a comment about Yuri on Ice. I just think it's hard to compare Yuri on Ice, which is an incredible anime, to Remain, which was downright dog shit. Like that You're not shooting.
I don't even-
You're not batting
I can't
500
remember
with
if I
that. You're batting.
finished that show or
No,
not.
that show brings Yuri way down. You're batting like 200 maybe if you're Mappa with your sports anime right now. Remain does not.
I don't remember
do it
if
justice.
I finished that show. That was such a
I
fucking.
I hope
No,
you
I
did.
had it on hold. I watched
All right,
10
we're-
out of
we're-
12 episodes.
We're at the bottom of this list, so we
Let's keep
gotta
going.
move.
Tonari no Yokai-san.
It's about monsters.
Slice of life, supernatural, done by Linden Films. Our cat might
yeah.
be turning into a Nekomata, a rural town where yokai people and gods live normal everyday lives, mixed with a bit of warmth and occasional mystery. Okay, this seems like a really nice, like, little, like, actual slice of life about a small town with yokai, gods, and humans. This might be, like, a comfy show. This isn't, like, up my alley usually, but if I need, like, a come down from the action shows that we are getting later this season, like, this might be the go-to.
I don't know. This is not calling to me. This one's giving me vibes of that one show last season where like the only character that was in the poster was the female lead that looked normal and everyone else just looked like hand drawn with like a dull crayon.
The bar
Yeah.
one.
It's giving me that type of vibe. Maybe it's just the way the poster's set up. I don't know. This is not for me.
Fair enough.
And I'm-
I may
and I'm
watch
the
an episode if I need a comfy, cozy show.
I'm the slice of life person. Like I'm eating good this season, but this one is not up my alley.
Yeah. I know that we said that we have English titles on. Some of these just don't have English titles, so
Yeah.
forgive me, please, as my past has come to haunt me every single episode in my pronunciations. Token Ranbu Kai Kyoden Moyuru Honju. Honju? I don't know.
Dude,
I can't
close.
pronounce that one. I almost had it, damn it.
Honoji. Honoji.
It's a historical anime.
What is it based on, Frank? What is it
Fuck
based on,
you.
Frank?
Based on Token Ranbu Kyoden Moyoru. It's the fucking title. The first non-musical Token Ranbu stage play.
Oh, okay.
It's based off a stage play, I guess.
Are the Tokan Rambu, is that the ones where they're done by
You're asking the wrong fucking person.
I know, I'm sorry. Because there are plays where they are done with like puppets. It's like puppeteering, and there's normally like one instrumentalist and then one storyteller. And that's how the plays are put on. I'm wondering if but it says it's the first non-musical one. So I guess it could still be.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But I just
People
love
let
the
us know.
first like actual sentence of the plot is the play follows Fyoru Yukimitsu, the anthropomorphized sword that the real life legendary leader Oda Nobunaga received from his attendant. It's just like, okay, we're going there with some anthropomorphized sword
Cool.
BS. I don't know. It's not for me. I'm good.
Also, why is everything on fire?
It's
so hard
I
to
had
tell
to
what's
ask,
going on.
like there's a house on fire in the background and then there's like a ring of fire like it's Demon Slayer and then
Ring of fire.
the guy on top like looks like he's pulling a sword from his sheath, but like it with the like episode 1 TV Japan 21 days. It
Everything's
just looks
cut
like
off.
a guy, like his head is cut off, but it almost looks like he might be playing the drums, or the other guy looks like he's about to play the drums. I
Maybe.
don't know. It's a weird fucking poster. Moving on, Renkai is a cycling anime. I've not watched a cycling anime, and this is not where I'm going to start with my cycling anime addiction.
The way that the
So-
poster is too, it looks like they're all on top of each other. Like it's like
Yeah,
the cycling. It's one bike, 3 bicyclists.
It looks like the cavalry battles, except it's reverse. It's just one person at the bottom and 2 on top.
Yeah, it's like it's basically like Mario Kart Double Dash, but add an extra just in case.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, it's not where I'm going to start my cycling journey.
All right.
So moving on.
Okay, you should be able to pronounce this one. If you don't, I'm gonna be really mad with you.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ! Tadaima. Okay, Okaeri.
Yeah, there you go.
Okaeri.
Do you know what the title stands for?
Tadaima. Okay. See you later.
It's Tadaima is I'm home, and then Okairi is welcome home.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
welcome back. Yeah.
It was the opposite. I was.
If you
going,
watch
were going
anime,
back.
unlike you, poser, you would know that.
I read. I don't listen to what the fuck he's saying.
Okairi.
Anyway, boys love slice of life. It looks like 2 men are taking care of a baby. is like the non-action version of Buddy
I
Daddy.
was just about to say that. It's like, yeah, it's just domestic house husband,
Stay-at-home
buddy daddy.
spouse and parent. He has fought long and hard with feelings of being a burden to his loving husband due to his
Aw.
status as an Omega. What the fuck
Omega.
is that? I don't know what an Omega is, but sure. And the difficulty they face to achieve this domesticity. I could pronounce that fucking
Wow,
name,
that
but I
was
can't
good.
pronounce anything else.
That name? You mean word?
Word.
Noun?
It's been a long fucking week, bro.
Actually, that wouldn't be a noun. I don't know.
It's Monday and it's already been long. All right,
That's
just
true.
let me have this one.
That's true. Looks cute.
This
My
looks
wife
wholesome,
will
but
watch it.
Your wife will watch it. She'll report back to us and
Yeah.
let us know. Girls Band Cry. This looks like, I mean, it's a music anime. It definitely looks like it might be. It's an original show.
It's supposed to be pronounced "Girls Band Cry." It's because it's all.
Oh yeah, it's all capitalized. But yeah, this is screaming like, "Hey, Bocchi the Rock was so successful. Let's make it a little bit edgier." I don't know. That's
Yeah.
what the poster is screaming to me. But main character drops out of high school in her second year and a miss at entering a university while working alone in Tokyo. A girl is betrayed by her friends and doesn't know what to do. Another girl is abandoned by her parents and tries to survive in the city doing part-time jobs. This world lets us down all the time. Nothing goes as planned, but we want something that we can continue to like. We believe there's a place where we belong. That's why we sing. So it looks like just a bunch of misfits that dropped out or was abandoned just forming a band.
They're a motley crew.
A motley crew.
Okay, the motley crew is okay. Whatever. Moving on.
Anyways, moving on. Jesus Christ, English titles. Why?
Shumatsu train Dokoeku. Oh, Dokoeku. So is it? Where is the train station? No. Yeah. Wait. Maybe. Shumatsu. I don't know what Shumatsu is. Also, why is train? Whatever. It's something. Where is the train? I don't know.
But the poster seems very like deceptively dark. Like you could see in the windows of the train, there's like a green lightning bolt, as if Voldemort is coming down to smite everybody except for these four girls on a train.
Also, I'm fairly certain is it a train or is it a bus?
I think it's a train. It's just the end of a train.
There's the caboose.
Yeah. Because you got the top part. Do you see behind them the top part, the metal?
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
So yeah, there's no synopsis about this, but it's an original anime done by EMT Squared, which they've done Fluffy Paradise, Kuma 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 Bear Punch, Beast Tamer. They've done like a lot of like just happy-go-lucky slice of lives. They haven't really done. Yeah.
We'll see if this one's happy-go-lucky.
Yeah, that ominous green lightning is like what's going on?
Where's that?
And there's no tags to say like is it a mystery? Is it like a slice of life? There's nothing that we can really.
Where's Skeletor's castle? Where's that located? I feel like that's
what?
Skeletor from
He-Man?
Yeah, well, yeah, what's that whole series called?
He-Man Masters of the Universe?
Yeah, Masters of the Universe. Yeah. With the lightning in the background and the ominous clouds, I just picture like Skeletor's castle back there. Until we meet again.
Until we meet again.
All right.
I'm watching the teaser trailer for this. It almost looks like these four girls are just living in a world all by themselves, and they may or may not pick up other girls.
Like girls last tour.
Yeah, but like instead of a tank, or they're just on a train.
Okay, so it's girls last tour, but on trains.
Yeah, something like that. That's the vibe I'm getting from that. So
I'd be down for it.
Little comfy little show there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give that an episode. High speed ito. Oh god, the Italian in me is not happy.
I believe that's actually French.
Oh, okay, then. Étoile.
I think it's étoile, which I think means star. If I remember my
High
French.
Speed Star would make sense.
High Speed
Done by
Star,
Studio Cat. It is a F1 type series, but maybe faster. Who knows?
Everyone is so shiny. They're too shiny. They also look like they're about to jump into a mech, but they're just jumping into a
mech car.
A mech car. Oh god, oh my god, could you imagine it turns into like Transformer style? The racing, and then basically the circuit cuts to like this open battlefield type area, and they're like just like and they transform. They just start like rumbling, tumbling.
Yeah, the anime takes place in the near future where the latest technology has made it so vehicles can travel at 500 kilometers an hour, or about 310 miles per
Yeah.
hour, safely and securely.
That's boring.
So it's basically about super fast cars.
Boring.
But
If I'm watching me a car race, I want to see them smash into the walls.
I want to see a NASCAR.
NASCAR.
Anyways, this is not for me. For the F1 fans out there you go. There's a sci-fi.
I do love this though, that the synopsis that she wanted to become, the main character wanted to become a ballet dancer, gave up due to an injury, and then just became a NEET.
Yep, as one does.
as one does. Moving on.
Astronaut, comedy romance sci-fi done by Telecom Animation Film. This is an original anime. It will be airing on Crunchyroll. I know we've done a really bad job about that in the past. There's only been one show that we've covered so far that has a streaming site so far, and that is Tadaima Okiri.
Yeah, Okairi.
Yeah. Okairi. That's also going to be on Crunchyroll. So in the future, we'll try and go over this as best as possible. But Astronaut, this will be on Crunchyroll. Again, Telecom Animation Film original. They are known for they're the ones that are doing the Rick and Morty anime, the Blue Box anime, which I'm looking forward to. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro season 1.
Why does this look so bad though?
I don't know. They also did Tower of God, but yeah, they've done some good stuff. But this looks
fucking the human
weird.
The human Mr. Peanut Head T-posing in the background is very unsettling.
Oh God, I didn't even see him.
Yeah, see what I mean? The more you look at the poster, the more horrifying it becomes. Because there's like my dude chilling on a roof by the palm leaves. There's a kid like jumping across this fence. Then there's like creepy lady like just peering around the corner. My girl's wearing a apron that looks like it's made from bubble gum. And this dude presumably jumped over the girl that's hunched down because he's like sprinting.
I just read the synopsis, and this is just basically a galaxy next door, except instead of the guy being a mangaka, he is a gifted chef. And instead of actually having a job, he got fired from his job, and now he's working at a boarding house.
Okay. Yeah, probably not for me.
This is I'm solid. This
sucks because I do like me a good slice of life romance stuff, but this just looks I don't know.
This just looks off-putting.
Yeah.
Moving on. Yadagarasu.
Damn, you almost had it.
I almost had it. I had an H in there.
Yeah.
Action, historical, supernatural, done by Studio Pierrot. In a world of flying crow humans, trouble is brewing. Okay, tell me more.
Damn it. The weird thing is that it says it's historical. And I was like, I was interested. I was like, action, historical, supernatural. I was like, okay. And then it just goes, flying crow people. Like, if you ever wanted to see The Crow, but in anime, there you go.
Or the birds. Anyways.
Not Alfred Hitchcock. The birds!
Twist. Yukiya is a lackluster second son of a regional boss in the North House territory. His younger brother has overtaken him in academics. He is no good at sword battle either. Not that this ever bothers him. So it comes as a shock when this boy who claims to have no ambition whatsoever is the one chosen to attend the Imperial Prince in court. What awaits Yukiya and his new master is intrigue, murder, a mysterious drug, and invasion from an unexpected enemy. Can it be crow people? Can they save the world of Yadagarasu, three-legged crows of Japanese myth? You had me at crow people. You lost me at just no ambition.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm probably not gonna watch this unless it's garnering like a lot of attention online. This is probably gonna be a pass for me.
Yeah, probably the same for me too.
Unfortunately, because the top end of this list is gonna be so top heavy that it's just like.
Yeah. I want to find a sneaky anime that's
we got that in two, so we'll get there.
I don't know, because there's this one too.
Viral Hit is the next one. It's an action school manhwa, not a manga, based off of manhwa, done by Okuruto Noboru.
There we go.
I don't know.
Yeah,
God damn. My pronunciations today, I mean, granted they're always awful, but it is not good. The studio behind Tomodachi Game, and we all know how I feel about that. Also,
Well,
how
okay,
not to summon a demon lord.
again, the studio is good for animation.
Studio's not.
Doesn't mean that it's gonna be bad.
Moving on, scrawny high school student Hoban Yu is probably the last guy you'd expect to star in a new tube. Sorry. Channel that revolves around fighting, but after following some advice from a mysterious YouTube channel, Hoban is soon knocking out guys stronger than him and raking in more money than he can ever have dreamed of. Can Hoban keep this up, or will he eventually meet his match?
It's basically just, it seems like Tokyo Revengers, but streamed.
And also just like, it doesn't seem super underground, potentially. Yeah.
Also,
like, because that was just like gang wars is what Tokyo Revengers was.
Also, is there like is there like a rooster dude? Is he
Yeah, it looks like
dressed up? Isn't there another manga that's like, what is it called, like Cockfight or something?
No, it's called Rooster Fighters, and it's actual
Rooster Fighters.
It's I know. Actual like roosters.
No, I know. But that's what I mean. I was like, is this like a weird call out to Rooster Fighters? I was like, what's this doing there? But yeah. Also, my dude's got the ugliest contraption to record the fights
the gimbal. Yeah,
but it's not even a gimbal. It looks like it looks like
it's like a square that has his iPhone just attached in the middle.
It's what it looks like is,
and it looks like he has a police siren light on top of it.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, but the way that it looks like a square version of the Switch workout like circle thing. Because you put your controllers in it, and so it's got that bar in the middle. It's just the square version of that. That's the first thing I thought of.
This is not for me.
I'm gonna keep my eyes out for it, because I have been hearing rumblings that this one is like, they're like, oh, if you like soul leveling as a manhwa, this is gonna be your next big one, is viral hit. And I'm like, okay, maybe.
Fair enough.
The premise though just seems lacking, so maybe there'll be more when it finally releases, like, with like story wise. But yeah, I'm gonna keep my eyes open. I might give it a one watch and then just kind of listen around for any rumblings.
Sounds good. But I will say that this is also going to be on Crunchyroll, so this one is officially on Crunchyroll. I clicked into it, and it's a Crunchyroll show. So
good.
Yeah, moving on. This one I think is going to be a good sleeper, and it's also going to be pretty much dead on arrival. It's a 2-core back-to-back called The Fable. This is going to be a more adult-themed show because it does have an adult cast. But this is the reason why I say it's going to be probably dead on arrival, is because it'll be on Disney Plus / Hulu.
Yep.
So the place where anime goes to die. R.I.P. Undead Unluck. You were great. You are a legitimately great show, but nobody really talks about you because you're on Hulu.
Yep.
But yeah, The Fable. I made a short video about this the other week, between this and another show being on Disney / Hulu. But basically, it's about a hitman / gun for hire who is pretty much feared by everybody. He's like the most notorious like gun for hire in Japan. And the person who sponsors him and basically gives him his commands and pays him is like, hey, take a year. Don't kill anybody. Don't attack anybody. Just live your life. Do your thing. And by the way, you're going to be living now with like in a hideout with the Yakuza. So have fun. So yeah, basically he's not allowed to attack anybody, let alone kill anybody. And he's expected to live in the hideout with a bunch of Yakuza. So
I like that. On the poster, he just has like a parrot on his head. Like a parakeet.
So I think that this one does have potential. I'm in a couple Discord servers, and one in particular, they're very jazzed about the manga, and they said the manga is very, very good. So I'm interested to see how it translates to anime. So I will be watching at least 3 episodes of this. I'm hoping that this will be good. But again, it's a 2-core. It'll be on Hulu. If you're in the States, it'll be Disney Plus pretty much everywhere else if you're getting your anime on Disney Plus.
Hooray.
Are you gonna watch this or no?
Yeah. No, I think I will. You were the one that mentioned it to me, and it seems interesting enough. So I'll give it a watch. It'll hold me over until Sakamoto Days comes out.
Yes,
Whenever
no
that
kidding.
does.
It says time TBD, but I know for a fact that it's coming out on April 7th, so look forward to that.
Yeah.
Next up, we have A Salad Bowl of Eccentrics. It's a comedy supernatural done by Synergy SP and Studio Comet. I don't know if they're just sister brother studios or what, but because it's not like when two studios they do have like the X between them. I don't know. Anyways, uh, comedy supernatural. I'm not even gonna try and read this. I have no interest in this.
It's
looking at the poster. I have no interest in this.
Poor detective meets a princess from another world, and she starts to, I guess, become acclimated to life in Japan. Wow, that's about it.
Neat.
That's
Devil is a
yeah.
part timer, but not.
Yeah, basically.
The next one I am actually kind of interested in. I've actually seen a clip of it. Sayu Radio no Uromote. And it's just basically two high school voice actresses who happen to attend the same school and coincidentally got placed into the same class are the two hosts of a radio weekly program. As fellow classmates and voice actresses, they show all listeners their great friendship, at least on the surface. In reality, the quiet girl Chika and the Gyaru Yumiko are complete opposites, and they absolutely cannot stand each other. Off air, chaos and insults erupt. On air, they're the best of friends. Just where will this tumultuous relationship lead? I've seen clips of this. It looks gorgeous for just like a slice of life comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, outside of animation, like that concept of just like you forcing two people who are just complete opposite personalities, do not like each other, into like the same room and act like okay. Like it gives me what was the show about the people who make the kids show, like the morning kids show?
Oh yeah,
Life lessons with
Uramichi Onisan.
Onisan, yeah.
Yeah.
It's giving that type of vibes, but like two high school girls.
Yeah,
like
I like it. I can get behind that. I also like the voice acting and radio side to it too, because I am very interested in voice acting. And then I had a friend who was a radio DJ in college, and they would tell me stories, and I'm like, man, I wish I got into just that area of school, like that kind of club. I was into like other nerdy things in sports, so it was never on my radar. So I'm gonna live vicariously through this anime, travel back in time, become a part of the radio club and voice acting. So this one, I'll definitely give this one a shot too. This will get a one episode try.
It does not have a platform yet, so hopefully it does get picked up. It's kind of interesting. We're like 2 weeks out from the beginning of the new season, or 2 to 3 weeks out.
Mm-hmm.
And we really don't have all too many announcements as to where things are. Like, we have the two for Hulu Disney. We have a handful of smaller shows for Crunchyroll. And then our next show, Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night, this was just announced for High Dive. It's an original show. I know you're more jazzed about this than me, so you can go over this one.
Yeah. This one's giving, like, from the synopsis and what I've read about it, it's giving a more... It's categorized as a drama, but it's giving a more like lively look at like the idol turned away and finding something else to go to, sort of thing. Kind of like Aquatopa on the White Sand, where idol is pushed out from the group, doesn't really know what to do, just fucks off to Okinawa and joins discovers an aquarium, and that's kind of her story. This one's like a little bit more like togetherness to it, in that like reading it seems like they're like kind of banding together with like other girls in similar situations, so it's less like I'm all alone to look at how many friends I have. It's still gonna be, I feel like it's still gonna be very heavy, just because again it's only categorized as a drama. So I'm sure
watching the preview right now, and it does seem a lot more lighthearted than a drama. And yeah, it's about like girls that are either intentional loners or unintentional loners, or kind of misfits all becoming friends and forming a group.
Yeah, it was on my radar. I can't remember what piqued my interest originally. I think it was just what I was seeing online, I think. because it is an original, so there's
It's
no
probably for the fact that it's the same studio that did Oshi no Ko, and it's one of their first originals potentially.
potentially.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
so
going through
just
their list to see if it was or not, and so far looking at it, it is
normally
potentially their first original show.
and,
So
and I'm not gonna lie, normally you can get me with an interesting, like an intriguing title that doesn't say much about it, so long as like the description is enough to get me like actually into the show. Like jellyfish can't swim in the night. I'm like, okay. And then you read
yeah.
about it and you're like, ooh, all right, I like it. I like the angle.
So
Sometimes just a catchy
they've
title
done
can
a
get it.
couple they've done a couple original shows before, but it's been a while since they've done their last one. So
Yeah. But this one has been on many people's radars too, so I think everyone was really excited when they finally
yeah.
announced when it was going to be streaming on High Dive, so I'll be watching it. I probably this will probably be on my like for sure watch.
This will be 3 episodes for me. More than likely, I'll end up watching it, but I'll give this one 3 episodes. Next show we have is Vampire Dormitory,
Nope.
romance supernatural vampire done by Studio Blanc.
No.
Um, yeah,
I'm
no,
like I'm so sick and tired of like the vampire and the werewolf romance supernatural stuff. It's getting tiring. Like I feel like every season there's like one or two of that, of some sort of like supernatural. Like there was the one season that had like the detective-ish thing but with vampires. Not the one that we both liked. The
not Call of the Night.
no, not Call of the Night. The actual like detective one that we
Oh,
both enjoyed. I can't think of it.
fuck! It was summer of last year, and I can't think of it. Undead Murder Farce.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's just like vampires living together, doing vampire thing.
Yay!
But this one has a twist to it because there's a cross-dressing girl and doting vampires' dangerous cohabitation. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Again,
Ooh.
no, just not enough. No, I'm good.
So we'll move on because yeah, I'm out on this one as well. This one I am very much so looking forward to. I
Same.
am very much so looking forward to this. This is going to be on Crunchyroll. Also, if you're interested in Vampire Dormitory, Crunchyroll. Bartender,
Sorry.
Glass of God. I am. This has been on my radar. I've been very excited for this. I've not read a lick of the manga, but just from the like description alone, from me going into the Wikipedia and reading what it's about, I'm all in on this one. This one for me is going to be 100% like, yes, I'm going to relate to a few of these characters. I'm going to crave anything this man is pouring. I'm very excited about this.
Yeah.
Basically, it's about, if I remember correctly, a mysterious bar that kind of pops up every once in a while when you're like, think of the room of requirements in Harry Potter. When you really need it, it'll appear, and this guy will listen to your story, listen to your life, or whatever you want to whatever you have to tell them, and based off of what he hears, he will pour you the drink you need to drink, like the basically the perfect drink for you. He has the mastery of knowing exactly what you want, even if you don't know what you want. So to me, this definitely like screams like it is an adult cast drama, gourmet slice of life workplace. This screams like, hey, tell me your life's troubles. Tell me a slice of your, what are you going through, and let me help you. At least get through a little bit of it a little bit easier.
It's basically the anime version of the video game Valhalla, if anyone's familiar with that game, which is just you're a bartender in a futuristic world. I guess outside of the futuristic world part, but that's all you do. Like Valhalla is like you listen to people's stories, you pour them a drink, and you listen more, and then you pour them more drinks.
Yeah. So to me, I'm very excited about this one. Animation can be damned on this. Like as long as the drink looks pretty, I'm fucking happy. So yeah, no,
I'm a simple man.
I am a simple man with simple wants, and a good fucking drink is great in my book. But yeah, I'll definitely be watching Bartender Glass of God, 100%. Moving on, Mysterious Disappearances. This is done by Zero G. It's a mystery supernatural. It's interesting. Like the cover photo for this is just seems like everybody's got like like filled in eyeballs to where it's like they are dark and like they've got like they're about to murder you, and then you have the purple hair girl that looks straight out of Dead Mount Death Play.
Yeah.
So,
I don't like how the beginning of the synopsis says
oh yeah,
Ogawa
I
Sumiriko
don't know about that one.
is a busty bookstore clerk. Like, well, why do you have to add that? There's no point. Again, another one where online I've been seeing it. It sounds interesting because basically it's just like the bookstore clerk wants to become a novelist, and these strange occurrences keep cropping up around the city, and so she teams up again. I don't know why with her flirtatious coworker.
How
but
does she know Ren to look into?
but they're yeah, but this Ren is hiding a secret of their own. Oh, it sounds
Oh.
like oh no, why can't I remember? It's a
This
manga I'm
almost
reading on
this
Shonen
this
Jump.
this reminds me. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Gak
Um,
no.
but it reminds me kind of like Occultic 9 minus like being into the occult and like writing a blog about the occult and then the occult happening. It kind of is like they fell into the occult
Yeah.
and they're just
My
along for the ride and then kind of like I don't know reveals their true selves maybe. Who knows?
You're gonna be like, your reference is such a stretch, but I swear I'm using what limited brain cells I have left right now to draw a good comparison. Gokura Gokai. It's like if
Oh,
the main lady,
Gokura.
yeah, Gokuraku guy. It's if the main lady from Gokuraku guy teamed up with the guy that is always fawning over her.
Oh,
It gives that vibe because she seems like she's like very like whatever. I'm just don't care. I'm cool, but no. And then the guy probably is just gonna be like fucking Sanji from One Piece level of annoyance with how flirtatious he is. But I don't know. Again, this one I keep seeing things online for it. I'm again not familiar with it all too much. It's could be a good mystery thriller. Those are all normally kind of hard to find. So
yeah.
I'll probably give it at least an episode, and we'll see. We'll see how busty and flirtatious these characters really are.
No kidding. Yeah, I'll wait on your word to see what it is. No word as of yet as to if it'll be Crunchyroll or High Dive.
You got it.
So yeah, moving on. Sound Euphonium 3. Have not watched 1 or 2, so I will be out. But this is one of those shows that's always been on my radar to watch. I know about the series. I just have not taken the time to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like I know I watch a lot of dubs during my workday. This would be one of them that I watch. However, because it's music and I doubt that the music is actually translated, that I'll want to watch this in subtitled fashion. So this is just one that I haven't gotten to. It's been on my radar. Glad it's getting a third season. So hoping it's good. Next up, and I'm sure our good old buddy Stead will be happy about this, Urusei Yatsura, second season. So he keeps saying season 3 being dubbed. I think this is season, according to him, potentially season 4, but this is just season 2, part 2. Season 1 was 2 cores, so this is 2 cores. This is just the second core, so
Yeah.
because you can see episode 10 comes out in 2 days, so
Correct.
2 days,
Yep.
16 hours, whatever.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll move on. That I haven't watched any of it. It's on my short list of things to watch. I've nearly hit 400 entries in Mal, so once I do that, I'll probably get to a few shows.
Brag about it.
I do have a plan for what I am going to watch for my 400th entry, so
Is it
yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood for the 278th time?
No.
Oh.
Nor is it going to be our next show, The Duke of Death and His Maid Season 3. I have not watched Season 1 and 2, so this will not be it.
This one people love, but I can't get through the animation, and like it wasn't intriguing enough either. It's like I can't touch you because if I touch you, you die. And it's like, okay, but I love you.
It sounds like Undead Unluck, but like minus the touching and undead.
Yeah. Well, and they actually do like each other as opposed to one is quite off put by the other.
This is true.
The other is just a complete numbskull.
Yes. Next up is a show that this was the other Hulu Disney Plus show that I'm looking forward to, Go-Go Loser Ranger. This is basically take the Power Rangers, make it dark, gritty, and fucking violent as hell, and you have Go-Go Loser Ranger. I'm very much so looking forward to this. I don't want to spoil any of the plot by reading the description. If you can go into this show as blind as you can, just do so. It's going to be a fun one. This is my one hope this show is my hope that people start talking about Hulu shows, because it didn't happen with Heavenly Delusion last year, didn't happen with Undead Unluck. I hope this is the
Well,
one that breaks the mold, because it got a lot of hype when it was announced. A lot of people saw the trailer like, oh my god, this looks great, and then just everybody forgot about it because it's not coming out immediately.
you want to know the saddest part about everything you just said, though?
What's that?
The biggest anime to have been released on Hulu was Bleach, and
That's true.
it was like the first one,
That's true.
like the first anime to be actively airing and streamed simultaneously on Hulu, I believe, was Bleach: Thousand Year Blood War. And
Other than
still,
Summertime Rendering, but yeah.
well, Summertime Rendering was in prison for like what seemed like eons, and then
Yeah.
finally got released. But like people still were like, Hulu, and I'm like, then you are shit out of luck. Like, you have to bring over like a My Hero base then to get people to flock to Hulu, because if you can't get the OG anime fans of like Bleach to come to your streaming platform to watch it, then good luck.
No kidding. Moving on to our next one, and you'll have to remind me. I want to say it's a complete restart of the series. We have Black Butler Public School Arc.
Fuck, you think I know? I don't watch Black Butler.
I know, but it's a big enough show that you may have known. I didn't know. So
no, I thought this was a continuation. I thought this was basically an extension of wherever they ended it, because it had like a really weird abrupt ending.
You could be right. I don't know if this is just an extension, if this is like a continuation like Bleach did, or if this is just a reboot of the series completely. So this is unbeknownst to me. But no, I'm looking at the Wikipedia. This is a continuation. So do not go into this thinking I can watch it. It's a remake. No, this is actually season 4. They had the first 3 seasons, 2 OVAs, a film, and now season 4.
Yeah.
So Black Butler's back for those of you who care about Black Butler.
Yeah.
I know Connor Seadog VA is going to be thrilled when people are talking about Black Butler again, asking him to do voice acting. So good luck, buddy.
Good for him.
Good for him. Maybe. Who knows? Next up, A Condition Called Love. Now, this is a romance school done by East Fish Studio, which I am not familiar with the studio East Fish Studio. That is because they've only released one thing, and it was called Mirage Queen Prefers Circus. What in the fuck? Theatrical OVA. Cool.
This one just seems too cookie cutter love story.
It seems pretty cookie cutter, but it also gives me like Skip and Loafer vibes from the poster. And you know what? I could be down.
The characters have to be interesting enough. The synopsis is basically just girl sees boy get dumped, girl hands boy umbrella. Then they ask her out, what does love mean? Try to figure out what love is. I don't know. I'll wait to hear from you. It's on Crunchyroll though, so at least
it is on Crunchyroll. So is Black Butler. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'll give it an episode, see if it's any good.
All right. Report back.
Shall do. Next, Blue Archive, the animation. I believe this is based off of a light novel or no, it's based off a video game, but it's not Choose Your Own Adventure. What the fuck is the? Oh, what's the novel game? Like when you play through a game that's a novel.
Bashoujo.
No, Bashoujo is like no. Bashoujo is like a specific type of
but it's a novel. It's a novel-based game where you get like it's basically just you click through reads and you do prompts and then they read through more.
It was the same thing of what Steins Gate was. Why can I not think of a visual novel? Thank you.
It's whatever.
It's based off a visual novel.
Okay.
Blue Archive, the animation.
They look like bobbleheads. Their heads are too big. It also looks like it's going to be CG, and it makes me want to barf.
Yeah, this does not look appealing to me. I have
They're
one
an investigation
to play the game.
club.
Yeah, I have one to play the game. I just haven't been able to play it.
If you want an investigation club with students, go watch Pretty Boy Detective Club. Next.
Sure. Moving on, Remonster, not to be confused with Remain, ReZero, or the other Re-show that I had mentioned that was not Remain.
Remake
we
our life.
Relife, yeah.
Yeah.
We have Remonster, action adventure fantasy isekai reincarnation.
Reincarnation.
Reincarnation. Oh, there's the French. Done by Studio Dean. This is going to be a show on Crunchyroll. I know nothing about this. I don't know if I really care to know anything about it. But
guy dies, comes back as a lowly goblin, but apparently has the ability to grow stronger when he eats.
monstrous appetite. Thanks to his new ability that allows him to grow stronger the more he feeds, his feeble status quickly changes and he rises to become the goblin leader. With a mix of his past memories, new body, and strong stomach, he's taking a bite out of his new fantastical world.
Where's the main character? None of these are like a goblin.
He's the main guy that's sitting, the one with the horns.
That is not a goblin. That's a fucking demon or orc.
That's an Oni, yeah.
Yeah, that's not a goblin. Do they know what goblins are?
Maybe not. Who knows?
Okay.
But
yeah,
I'm it's another overpowered fantasy isekai. I'm good.
It's on Crunchyroll though. I looked ahead. I looked ahead to the next one because I just laughed at the title.
Go for it then.
Studio apartment, good lighting, angel included.
It's a listing
Sold.
if I've ever heard one.
Sold. Don't even care how much it is a month. What the fuck? All right.
You want to read it?
Not really. High schooler living alone, but things take an unexpected turn when a girl shows up on his balcony. That's confusing because every character here is a female. Not only is she incredibly pure and sweet, but there's something about her, something divine. Who is their new roommate, and what adorable hijinks are lie in store? I'm gonna give you a hint. It's gonna be very ecchi and very haremish. Is my only guess.
It says comedy, romance, supernatural. There's no etchiness to this.
It's also the same studio. It's this Okurutu Noboru. Is the one that there was one that we reviewed it before.
Viral hit, the one where the kid watches the YouTube video or whatever.
NewTube. I was laughing because originally you sound like you said nude tube, and I was like, not that. No, new.
Anyways,
speaking of new, there was an accidental segue.
The new gate, as if it wasn't apparent, we are both out on the other one. The studio apartment, good lighting, angel included. We both live in houses. We're fine. We don't need to downgrade.
It's I also don't need to be called on by the police and arrested. None of these. Anyway, continue.
Moving on to the new gate, as if the
I'm an
old
angel.
Gate,
I'm 3,827 years old. Then look your age. All right. It's an online game.
Say the same thing about your freaking favorite show of all time, so let's not go there. The new gate, an online game transformed into life and death struggles for its players, thanks to the valiant efforts of Shin, the most powerful of them all. An end to the game and freedom for everyone seemed within reach, but just moments after Shin defeats the game's final boss, he finds himself bathed in an unknown light and transported some 500 years into the future of the in-game world. Thrown from a simple game gone wrong into a strange new land, one young swordsman of unrivaled strength is about to embark on a legendary journey. No fucking thank you.
Just watch Overlord next.
Or just watch Gate. The old Gate is fine. Gate is a great show. It's just ridiculous. It's fun.
Or watch Overlord.
No. Don't.
Yes.
It's not.
Watch Overlord. Hey, Yokohama Animation Lab is doing this next one too.
Whisper Me a Love Song. Girls love romance at school. Bubbly, energetic first-year high school student Himari falls head over heels for her senpai Yori after hearing her band perform on this first day of school.
She played that trumpet like a badass.
What?
I said she played that trumpet like a badass.
She's got a guitar case on her back.
Nah, it's a trumpet. She plays the bassoon.
If I could only do the Courage the
swooned
Cowardly
by the
Dog
bassoon.
voice, it'd be like, the things I do for love.
The things I do for love.
This is fine. I'm good.
My Twitter and social media are just like littered with reports on manga and light novels and upcoming anime and stuff like that. Unsurprising. This one had popped up a few times. I think the amount of volumes in circulation or something like that, and people are saying it's really nice, really wholesome. But yeah, again, like just to kind of put this in the same bucket as that one, the condition of love, where it's like it needs
The
to
characters
have
have to really be good.
yeah, yeah. Slice of life, especially like romance style ones, you need to have characters that are intriguing and interesting and full of life. This one, again, it could be that way, but on paper, on its face, it looks a little bit bland.
Girls love, boy love, straight love, don't matter. The characters have to be good.
Yep, exactly.
So, next up is a show for Lobo. I know you don't. I don't know if you're even listening here, but if you are, Laid Back Camp.
You're
I've already
out there.
tagged you in this. Laid Back Camp season 3 is coming out. Hope you're happy, buddy.
Oh, we should also mention, I think Whisper Me a Love Song, it's Kodansha, which means it's on no Suisha.
No,
Suisha.
that's Shueisha slash the fucking Sentai Filmworks.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Never mind, carry on.
no wait, Shueisha is Shonen Jump. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, Laid Back Camp season 3. I watched part of season 1, couldn't get into it. This is basically cute girls do cute things, very specific things. This is just them going camping. So if you like that, if you like season 1 and 2, it's getting season 3. So good for you.
This is one that I see so much about, and I feel like
This is a show right up your alley. This is an up your alley show for sure.
Yeah,
this and I feel like Super Cub. Those two are up your alley.
Yeah, because Super Cub's the motorbike,
the
one,
little
right?
moped one. Yeah.
Yeah. This one it was always just kind of piqued my interest because I think when I read the synopsis of season 1, I was like, okay, like seems funny enough, to some degree, and then it just seemed like as they started to get more friends, it was just like straight up, we're going camping, and I was like, you know what, that would be a great anime to watch when it's like snowing or raining, and I'm just underneath a blanket. And I'm just munching away on some snacks, and I just don't care.
This would be a good show for you and your buddy to watch. The one that makes all the shelters and whatnot.
No, yeah.
This would be a good show for the two of you to watch because it literally like teaches you about camping. It teaches you about camping etiquette and like the types of food you can make, etc.
But they're probably bougie, and he's just like, I'm about to
high
fuck.
School students.
Yeah.
They're high school students, so they're not super bougie. But one girl is like super into camping, so she knows the ins and outs.
Yeah,
and saves up for everything.
Like on paper, it sounds like a good idea. Meanwhile, we'll be watching it, and my buddy will just be like, "That's not how you use that." Like, God damn it, you got to winch that shit down. Like, just critiquing it. Get angry at it like how I get angry.
Let her be.
Get angry at like a sports anime.
I want him to watch it now and just let us know what he thinks.
All right, that's on my to-do list.
There you go. Moving on to our next show, Jisan Basan Wakagaru.
Well, yeah, sure enough.
Why not? Comedy, romance, supernatural, done by Studio Gecko. I don't know.
You only get 3 tries.
Yeah, sure. No synopsis. It says it's a comedy, romance, supernatural, but boy, oh boy, do they look like brother and sister, and I hope not.
Also, what's going on in the background with like it?
It's supernatural. They've got a field of flowers and apples, and then they've got the fucking hellscape of snow.
Interesting.
That they're hauling the apples back to. I don't know. But yeah. No,
I'm okay.
I feel like I said that the top half of this list is heavy. Like we're nearly there.
We're getting there. I think it's gonna start probably at this next one ish because I think I've.
Yeah, I've heard of this next one. I've not watched anything of it. I don't even know what it's about. I just heard the title before. Windbreakers, Action Delinquents School. Done by Cloverworks, so you know it's going to be pretty. But this is anyone who causes pain, who brings destruction, or who holds evil in their heart will be purged by Bofunin without exception. Where the average scores are the lowest, but the fights are the strongest, Fudan High School is renowned as a super school of delinquents. This just sounds like Buchigiri with minus like the supernatural.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah. No.
Also, I like how it's almost like they just carbon copied one of the characters and put him in the background. Like, shh, no one will notice.
A little bit.
It's very odd. Yeah, I don't know. I'm okay without breaking wind.
Yeah.
We're good
Good one.
It may be late, but I still got jokes. Anywho, next one.
My turn for the brain cell. Unnamed Memory. Speaking of amnesia from earlier this fucking episode.
God.
Unnamed Memory? Maybe. I don't know if it's actually about amnesia or not. Adventure fantasy romance. My wish as a champion is for you to descend the tower and be my wife.
I
Okay.
hope that's the voice of the knight in this picture.
Hey guys, I hope you descend the tower and be my wife.
That was perfect. And then she's
Finding a
like,
deadly tower,
no.
Oscar seeks the power of its master, the Witch of the Azure Moon. He hopes her incredible magic can break a curse that will kill any woman he takes for a wife. What the fuck?
Is this so this is just the Duke of Death?
Sure.
But he's all grown up now and he's slaying bitches, literally.
I guess when the prince sees how beautiful Tinasha,
It's okay, this is
Sure.
an English word. This is not, it's not in a different,
sure.
yeah, there you go.
Is
Tinasha.
though he has a better idea since she's surely strong enough to survive his curse. She should marry him instead. Tinasha isn't keen on the idea but agrees to live with Oscar in the royal castle for a year while researching the spell placed on the prince. The witch's pretty face hides several lifetimes of dark secrets, however, secrets that begin resurfacing.
What?
Nope.
Yeah, no, I'm good. There's gonna be a lot of these coming up, I feel like.
There's a few. Like I thought this was more top heavy. Maybe it's just shows that have two cores that are coming back. Who knows?
Maybe.
Moving on, the banished former hero lives as he pleases. This is an action adventure fantasy.
I hate the
you
guy.
You can throw the harem tag in here because
Yeah.
it's just one guy and fucking 5 women.
All
I can
after
feel.
him. I like how he's
Yeah.
doing like the I'm so coy, like the I'm scratching my
Is this
yeah.
really happening?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to.
How did I get all you
no.
ladies? Yeah, are we gonna use that same voice for all the male characters? Like, oh no,
Oh boy, howdy,
bitches.
wow.
All right, that's a no.
That's a no. The next one I am looking forward to. This is a Shonen Jump property, Mission Yozakura Family. This one is an action comedy romance, and if I'm not mistaken, no, this isn't the one I'm thinking of. Never mind. Sorry. Still excited for this. Thinking of a different series that I was going to make another side note to, but I'm not. But now I'm rambling. So, basically, guy has been on his own ever since his parents died, and the only one who seems to care for him is his childhood friend, classmate, Girl A. I'm not going to pronounce names this late at night, but Girl A has a secret. She is the head of a family of spies, and on top of that, her brother is dangerously protective of her. To stop the guy or the brother from killing him, the guy and the girl must take the ultimate leap, marriage, because in the Yozakura family cannot kill. It seems pretty funny, but like I'm excited.
Yeah.
Usually shonen like this is one of those things that Shonen Jump property is still around despite having like 200 chapters.
Yeah.
Like it's still around. It's still doing weekly chapters, and it's gotten an anime. Like I feel like Shonen Jump series, like if it sticks around, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know, the shtick of it being like the brother being overprotective, which we all know in anime what that really means when it comes to being overprotective about a sister.
Yeah,
it could get old, but
looking at you, Yuri.
Yeah, it could be good. Maybe.
I'm gonna watch the first 3 episodes. I'll let you know.
Report back. God's game we play has so many tags. I don't want to.
What are these tags?
Oh no, the ultimate brain game, game of the gods.
Oh,
was created by supreme gods who had too much time on their hands. Why is this sounding like
no, probably
no, not diary?
Future Diary?
Yeah, similar-ish. It says created by supreme gods who had too much time on their hands. First thing, a former goddess woke up, declared, "Bring me the blessed player of this era." Faye, a boy who's considered to be the best rookie in recent. What game are you talking about? What is the game?
Dice?
The game of gods that the 2 challenge is too difficult and no one has ever completely conquered in human history. The gods are fickle and reasonable and sometimes unfun. The ultimate brain battle. They don't tell you what the game is. They just say it's a brain battle. It's just a big brain battle.
You got brain on the brain?
Yeah. The one brain cell that keeps getting passed back and forth is just tattered and bruised. This one does. I'm so confused because it doesn't say whatever. The problem is too that it has every tag known to man. It's a drama, ecchi, fantasy, high stakes game, romance, and strategy game. You can't have all of them. Pick.
You can try.
You can't. Maybe.
You can
This one-
try.
I
It
don't know,
won't
this-
work, but you can try.
Stop scrolling screen. This one seems way too much. I'm not into it.
Yeah, no,
Oh God, you're right. There's
You
like,
lost my interest as soon as you said the ultimate brain game, and I'm like,
It's-
this isn't about a quiz show. Cool, we're good.
yeah, and you're right. There's like dice and chess pieces and cards just fucking scattered.
Yeah, no, we're fine. We're moving on. As a oh fuck, it's a long title.
Here we go. Here
As
we
a
go to the
reincarnated
titles.
aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. Another
Appraisal
isekai
skill?
niche. Yeah, another niche isekai.
By Studio
story.
Mother.
Studio Mo there.
Mo there.
They were behind More Than a Married Couple, but not lovers, so it might be
People like
good. And
that.
then also
Nice.
Ada Frueta, which is
Yeah,
okay.
Again, it's gonna look nice.
It'll look pretty.
But
Yeah, I'm not into the super niche isekai ones. Like it's got to be off the walls, fucking bonkers for me to watch it. Like reincarnated as a vending machine, or reincarnated as a sword.
Or My Life is Inukai-san's dog.
No.
I'm gonna keep bringing it
That's
up whenever I
just
can.
you.
I'm gonna keep
That
bringing
is
it up.
just
And I,
you.
do you want to know? I saw someone post a review about it, and they gave it too high of a score. I'm talking like higher than a 6.
They're a depraved motherfucker then. Yeah,
Leave
that
them
does
alone.
not deserve anywhere near a 6. But yeah,
No.
no, I don't like
No.
these niche. This is just my opinion. I just don't like these niche isekai.
What's wild too is that somehow the niche isekai ones do get a lot of people watching and following behind it, because here's my thought. You get
Killing
them in,
slimes for 300 years.
we're not bringing that one up. Well, so that's actually a good example though. You bring them in with a title that's like, okay, intriguing enough, right? But after episode 1, it rarely comes up. Like the killing slimes for 300 years thing, the initial funny shtick to it was like the witch didn't realize how powerful she was just by killing slimes for that period of time, but it literally never ever came up again throughout like the majority of the rest of the season. Like it was mentioned maybe a handful of times. I would wager not even average one time an episode, but no one cared, because as long as you got that initial like foot in the door, like, oh, here's my funny quirky thing about me, I killed slimes for 300 years and then my level is so strong that I actually end up being super powerful, woo. And then everyone's like, oh, that's great, and then you don't have to bring it up ever again, and no one cares. I think it's gonna be the same thing with like these ones with like appraisal skill to rise in the new world or whatever, or rise in the world. It'll be like first episode, you're gonna use that appraisal skill heavy. Oh, here's my angle, here's my fun, quirky characteristic.
I do love hearing you ramble, but we've still got 3 more rows after this. So
I was done
off.
rambling, but yeah, it's just I feel like they get a lot of attention still. I don't know why.
Anyways, moving on, we're both out for that one. That's gonna be on Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll must have announced something like all their shows, because they do have a lot on here that I just didn't realize that they
have a ton.
Yeah. So moving on to the next show, An Archdemon's Dilemma: How to Love Your Elf Bride.
No,
I'm not even gonna read it. So no. Next one. This is the big heavy hitter that I'm actually like excited for. That I'm like, I didn't watch the original, so I'm gonna watch this one.
Same.
And that is Spice and Wolf: Merchant Meets the Wise Wolf.
Yep.
It's basically they are just rebooting Spice and Wolf, and I know little to nothing about it. I know that it is a beloved anime, so I will be watching it. I will 100% watch the entirety of it unless I, for some stupid reason, hate it.
Yeah,
which I don't think I will.
Yeah, same as these. I think my wife started watching the original, but then realized it's coming out, so she was like, meh.
Yeah. So I will be watching Spice and Wolf. Looking forward to that. And we'll move on. Chilling in Another World with level 2 super cheat powers. Fuck you and fuck off. But you're.
Next.
But they. Oh, but no. But hold on. Before we go on, they do have a muscle mommy, and I'm like,
Okay, but is she like 2 inches tall, or is it just? Is she?
No,
just
I
like,
think they're just. I think they're just like
just the way
making
that
room
they're
for all the characters. Just the lineup on the sides. They do have. A
if you want a muscle mommy, you
the
can
art
find
style's
better
looking pretty
ones.
neat too. But
It's by JC staff. It's animated by JC Staff. So.
The main dude though does look like if you took Link from Breath of the Wild and just put brown hair
made him
on
brown.
him.
Yeah, made him brown hair. Yeah.
That's legitimately 100% what he looks like. But yeah,
I agree.
Muscle Mommy could bring me in for an episode, but probably
Dude,
not.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, bud, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 characters just on the title poster. You think that Muscle Mommy's gonna have you think she's gonna have any fucking screen time outside of the one episode?
Not center, but she's in the front.
She's not front and center. She's front and short. She's front and 1 foot tall.
Don't poop on my parade. Okay.
The
world needs more Muscle Mommies in their anime.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, don't get your hopes up. God forbid you have to fucking suffer through chilling in another world with level 2 super cheat powers, only to get like by episode 8 half a minute of Muscle Mommy and then she's gone again.
And that half a minute, it will be glorious.
Moving on. God.
I was reincarnated as the 7th prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability.
There was
another anime. What the fuck is going on with this cover? Like, it is an adventure fantasy magic done by what the fucking hell? Sorry.
Sumugai Akita Animation Lab.
But no, you gotta yell it. It's all caps.
Oh, sorry. I'm not yelling it. I'm too tired.
Sumugai Akita Animation Lab.
All right. Why is there like a piss cloud? What is going on?
This poster is wild for whoever's not watching the video feed of this.
Pink hair is given like the talk to the hand, bitch, and then my dude's just like
I got like this super like short and tight Chinese dress kind of on, but it's pink. White.
And then my dude, my main dude that's looking at the camera is just like, this is a piss cloud.
Is that a dude or is that a girl?
Don't know. It looks like baby Iruma-kun from Iruma-kun Goes to Demon School. Yeah, welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun.
And I only asked that because like the fucking overalls are like teeny tiny.
Yeah.
This is a 7-year-old,
well,
like
it's a 7
or whatever.
Is the 7th prince.
Okay.
So yeah, okay, whatever.
It could be 7 years old. Regardless, this poster is wild.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Anyway,
moving on. Kaiju number 8. God, finally.
Well, hopefully it looks good because
I know from the previews we've seen that just is not
right now it looks like shit.
Pretty.
No, but right now it looks pretty bad.
I think the last trailer I did watch for it looked a lot better.
Yeah, thankfully.
But the first impression from this was not good.
No, it was real bad.
It was not good. But this is a series that I absolutely adore. I know a lot of people love this.
Yeah, I do too.
The current state of the manga, in my opinion, is fantastic. They've hit their stride. They're mid arc, and it's fantastic. And I'm looking forward to reliving the very beginning of this story because it's been probably 2 to 3 years since I started reading this.
Here's my early prediction for this. I think we're gonna be surprised by either it covering way more than what we thought for the first season or way less than what we thought for the first season. I don't think there's going to be like a middle ground to it. I think we're going to be very shocked one way or the other on like how much they can cover in the first season or how little they covered in the first season.
I'm gonna be honest, like I don't even remember at what point what happens in the very early.
Yeah, don't spoil it. I remember it pretty clearly.
So
there were some good scenes of stuff, but that's what I mean. I'm wondering if they can stretch it enough to where they could potentially do because I think we're both predicting that this current arc they're in could actually end up being like the finality, like the final to the manga.
It feels like the final arc. Also,
Yeah.
I am watching a trailer for it, and it does like the action scenes look a hell of a lot better than the standstill scenes.
Yeah, the characters don't look good, but like the actual monsters and the scenes and like the combat
Action
scenes
of
and
it,
stuff
like
look solid, but the characters not so much. But
I mean,
yeah,
to be
I'm
fair,
excited.
whenever it isn't like super action heavy, it's not the most serious of
No,
reads.
but it's
It
still
is pretty goofy.
It's still you look at it and you're like, this looks
It just looks a
wonky.
little off-putting, is all.
Wonky. All right,
Excuse me. But yeah, moving on.
two repeaters.
That'll be. Oh, this is an interesting one. It is going to be on Crunchyroll, but if you don't want to pay for a subscription, you can watch it on Twitter or X. For some stupid reason, they're showing that this one's streaming on Twitter.
Where does it say that?
I just remember this announcement from earlier. Plus, you can see on the main page it has a big ol' X at the very end. I know a lot of them have like X like for the Twitter page,
for, like, the
but
Twitter...
like they also have the very final click in where it is like where you can probably watch it.
Quick side tangent. They keep predicting that Elon Musk wants to make this into like X, into like basically a central hub for everything. So it doesn't surprise me that they're trying to get into streaming. So,
yeah. I mean, if you haven't already turned off your video calls on Twitter, I would highly do that because there's a setting on there that is awful. So go have fun with that. But moving on to the next show, The Irregular at Magic High School Season 3.
Didn't watch the first two.
I did. I watched them this year, last year. I don't think I watched them last year, near the end of the year.
Why do all the characters look the same? They all look the same. Every single character looks the same.
One of the one in the top left.
No, I know. I know is the bottom right, and the one in the top right is the bottom left. But like literally, even the characters behind them, they all look the fucking same.
Yeah, again, I think I gave this like a 6 or a 5. This was not a great series. I won't watch this until it's dubbed, and even then, it's gonna be a slog to get through because holy hell, it was not. This is not a great series, but it's fun to turn your brain off. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, all right.
So, anywho, regular Magic High getting a 3rd season. Good for you. Speaking of continuation, Date Alive 5.
If anyone can interpret what's going on in the poster, kudos, because it looks like a jumbled mess to me. It looks fucking chaotic.
This is one of those series that I feel like if you and I actually watched it, we would enjoy it.
It would be
this is the type of trash that you and I would really enjoy.
It would only be enjoyable if we watched it together, like if we streamed it together and watched it together, because I know we would have fun just making fun of shit. But on the 100%. inside, we'd both be like, okay, this is kind of badass.
We give it so much shit every time the new season comes out, but like a part of me is like, yeah, this show probably is up my alley.
It's like, because you look at it and you're like, all right, sweet, it sounds cool. It's called Date Alive. Like, what the hell does that mean? And then you just see comedy, harem, mecha, romance, school, sci-fi. It's like, again,
do you know what the show is about or no?
No, not really. I don't really ever wanted to know.
It is about I don't know if they're gods or goddesses or basically girls come down from heaven. They're gonna destroy the world, but
yes,
they won't if this guy makes them fall in love with him.
Yes, that's right. It's like the worst version of the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really love you.
Except the world ends instead of a girl. So
same difference.
Fair enough. Moving on. Delicious in Dungeon is continuing. I am very behind on this because I lost access to Netflix and I refuse to buy a subscription right now. So,
it's so good.
Yay! I know it's phenomenal. I fucking love this series. It's sitting up on my bookshelf behind the Bocchi the Rock vinyl up there. I adore this series. This is one of my favorite mangas of all time. Honestly, it is finished.
Yeah,
I fucking love this series. I'm so happy that it's finally getting an adaptation and that it's living up to the hype that I had built up for it in myself. It's doing a lot for the fantasy genre.
Mm-hmm.
And so is Freerun. Like, those two shows alone are just single-handedly putting the fantasy genre on their back and being like, this is how you do it. So, happy that it's getting a second core.
Yay.
Next is The Misfit of Demon Academy 2, Part 2. Didn't watch any of it, so...
No, I'm good.
Did I watch any of this? I don't know if I did.
I didn't.
So I don't think I did.
I'm okay.
And next, we have My Hero Academia Season 7.
Yay. Which, we should note, it is currently the longest... it has latest start date. It's set to release on May 4th.
Yeah, this is the second to longest wait time. Demon Slayer is the longest.
You're right.
But yeah, My Hero is back in May, Season 7. I am looking forward to this. Season 6 or 5 or whatever the fuck. Yeah, no, Season 6.
That's how numbers work.
That's how numbers work. Season 6 by far was the best season of My Hero Academia, in my opinion. 100% was the best season that they've had so far. So I'm very much so looking forward to Season 7. So yeah, not much more can be said there. If you're watching My Hero, you're probably going to continue it. If you haven't, I highly suggest catching up because Season 6 was incredible. So moving on to probably everybody's most look forward to show.
Yeah.
If it's not, just fix it. Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World, Season 3.
Yeah.
This is coming out April 10th. If you've not watched it, you have exactly just under a month. I was gonna say exactly a month, but it's March 11th, so
Yep.
we're a day late.
Just a little, just almost there.
You've got like 2 days under a month to watch all season 1 and 2. I highly suggest it. It is a funny ass show. You don't necessarily need to watch the Megamine spin-off, but it does help. It is a
It's
funny show in its own right.
Yeah, it's cute.
Um,
It is like for as much crap as we give isekais that come out and everything, this one is the perfect, like the epitome of that because it is a comedy, like a parody of
Yeah.
isekais. It's like all about satire. It's great. The humor is always on point. There's like the right amount of like etchiness to it, where it's not like grotesque, but you know, it adds some nice little flavor to it. But
Yeah.
this is one of the anime that I think episode to episode had me dying. Like callbacks were perfect. They were sprinkled enough to where it just wasn't like the only thing they were leaning on. The back and forth quick quips between characters is hilarious. Like everything about this anime was incredible. So I am so excited.
Yeah, I am as well. This one it's been anticipated for a very long time. I don't even
Yeah.
remember when Konosuba season 2 came out, but it's been at least
I think it's been a
5
while
years.
because I think that there was a movie also after 2, right? The movie came out
Yes,
after
but
2?
I haven't watched the movie, and I don't know if it's integral or not.
Not really. The movie's funny, but it's not it's not integral to anything.
Okay.
There's like one
Um,
scene where everyone clips it because it's perfect.
Yeah, I don't know when the last season. It looks like it started in 2016, so it's been probably at least 10 years. Or
Whew,
sorry,
8.
5 years. 5 years since we got season 2.
Yeah. So
Wow.
it's been a while. It's been a while.
It has been a while. We are on to our last 4 shows. Demon Slayer, just the Hashira training arc. I almost read the Kimetsu no Yaiba. That's kind of silly. That is Demon Slayer, but regardless, Hashira training arc. This starts May 12th. If you did not go see it in the first episode in theaters, you just have to wait until May 12th. I did not watch the Swordsmith Village arc. I am behind on this show. Yeah.
It's what super sucks because we already established this in a lot of our other conversations about Demon Slayer is that
Yep.
the Swordsmith Village arc was hands down the weakest of all of the
The
seasons.
3.
Yeah, it was
3?
like by far the worst of the 3. Yes, there's 3.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was such a disappointment because the Entertainment District arc was the best of the show so far, and then it petered into fucking Swordsmith Village.
This is going to be an interesting one because this should have been a movie. Like
Right,
the
because
Mugen Train only covered 12 chapters. This only covers 9. So they're making a full ass season out of 9 chapters.
So we'll see what it all entails. My
Only
guess
time
is
will tell.
my guess is they're going to do the same thing as Swordsmith Village, which is going to be a lot of like in between, like in the middle of a battle. Let's do a backstory because we've got 3 new Hashira that are going to be joining the group that don't have dedicated episodes to themselves. So, yeah, I'm going to predict a lot of that.
Yeah, I have a feeling they'll like focus on a character who's in training and then do flashbacks for them and not flash forwards. That would make no sense. They'll do flashbacks and then go back to current training to like flashback to current
Yep.
training, and then they mastered whatever skill they were trying to learn on
Yep.
to the next Hashira. So I think that's what we're going to get a lot of this season. So we'll see. We got 3 shows left. Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Season 2, Part 2. I am very excited for this. I have read
Yay.
I mean, the manga covers just past where Part 1 ended. And I'm very excited. I'm very excited for what we're getting in this part.
Samesies.
So, yeah. More to come there. Next is That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Season 3. Hell fucking yeah.
I mean, this is
I
honestly,
love this show.
yeah.
This is a good turn your brain off isekai. This is a fun turn your brain off. Enjoy the pretty colors going on screen. Enjoy the, occasional etchiness of some of the characters. This is a good time. I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
It's been too long since season 2.
Same. Yeah, I mean, this one's like really the last true new anime to come out because the last one I think is just a continuation, but it's Tsukimichi.
Yeah, it is. It
Yes.
is a continuation.
Tsukimichi Moonlight Fantasy Season 2, and it's just the second core.
Yeah,
So.
and this has been on my to watch list. I just haven't started it yet.
This is one that I don't see any rumblings about. Like no one's like really.
It's highly rated, but
I know,
yeah,
I know. It's. I feel like it's just one of those where it's loved by the people who know it's good and not picked up by the people that don't know about it, which we're kind of in the latter bucket of like, you know, we're not familiar with it. It's a light novel series, you know, we don't have any real backstory to it. Maybe at one point we'll pick it up, but for those who really like it, I like people review it really highly. So
yeah, this is on my watch list. I might get to it by the time that season 2 ends, so we'll see. I'll keep you updated on that. But that has been it. That is your spring 2024 season. Tell us what you guys are going to be enjoying, what you're excited for. If there's anything on this list that caught your attention that you may want to watch, let us know in the comments below. If you want, you can join our Discord. I believe we made a new Discord link and we've kind of revamped it. So if you want to join us there, join us on Discord. Tell us what you're going to watch this season. We'll be back next week. Yeah, technically, we will be back next week. We'll have enough time, just barely.
Yeah, just barely.
We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. So until next time, Spark Triumph. We'll see you then.